Morena whānau, welcome to my little whare, live streaming to you this morning, your yoga class. So my name's Maree, and today we're going to work a little bit into being grounded. This new way of living can sometimes disrupt what would be normal in our lives. So finding a lovely grounded practice through the soles of our feet, and then we'll move through a little bit of strength as we go through our practice. If you have two blocks, please go and grab them, or at least a block. We did a little bit of hunting around the houses over the last week and found that even a little steamer box, a little plastic container, is strong enough or stable enough for you to land into if you need to. And then we're going to start by standing. Come on up, join me here. And feel the soles of your feet land into your mat. And sometimes we kind of forget about the wonderful amount of work that our feet give to us during any part of our day. And even though we're not as active as we normally would be, they still are a major function in the movement in our days. So just rocking forwards and backwards from the heel through to the toes, back into the heels. Good. Feel every bit of your foot touching. And as you roll back into the heels, just notice how that feels through the pelvis. And as you roll into the toes and you feel them imprint into your mat, notice if the heel can lift. Good. And then just feeling that wonderful grounded connection through the soles of your feet. Alrighty, and then see if you can come back into the heels and the base of the toes. And the toes be light. Fan them really wide. So you'll start to feel some engagement through the front of your ankle and through your shin. We're going to try and work with our toes being light today, not letting them imprint into the mat until we need them for that stability. So on that note, let's start by just moving through our body. So shaking the arms and then shaking your legs. A little bit of energy there, and then just stopping and feeling that energy moving through your body, grounded through the soles of the feet, and then raising the hands up to the sky. Allow the shoulders to drip down to the earth. So feel nice and long, but connected through your feet. And then bring the hands to the heart center. And let's start with a little intention of being connected, of being grounded, of allowing yourself to feel this wonderful connection between the soles of your feet, your waiwai, and Papa Tuanuku, Mother Earth. Breathe in, take the hands to the sky. Good, and very gently fold forward, soften through your knees. See if you can keep the toes nice and light. And if you need to, use a block underneath your hands. From here, breathe into a halfway lift. Nice and long here, but keep the knees soft. And as you exhale, folding, noticing the soles of the feet here. And then rolling on up to the sky. Good, bring the hands above the crown of the head and let them touch and meet. And then bring down through the midline of the body. Good, may we feel grounded. Come back to the sky, breathing in. And folding as you release the breath. Meet me in a halfway lift with your inhalation. And then go fold once again. Your breath in's going to roll the body back up to the sky. Good. Palms of the hands meet above the crown of the head. Bring them back into the front of the heart space. May we feel grounded. Breathe in to the sky. Beautiful. Hold here with me. Adho Uttanasana, halfway lift. Belly's lifted here. We're going to fold one more time into Divine Self. Breath takes it back up to the sky. Hands to the heart center. And a little bit more movement now, soles of the feet. Bring awareness to there, breathe in. Good, as you exhale, folding. Halfway lift takes you back with the inhalation. And then bring the hands down under the shoulders and step back into your plank pose. From here, feel free to drop the knees and come on down to the earth, managing that descent. With your muscular body, breathe in cobra. The tops of the feet here, feel them active. Come back down to the mat, exhaling. Child's pose. This is where you come to rest whenever you need to. Dog pose as you exhale. Awesome, yogis. Just step to the front of the mat, maybe 2 or 3 times. Let the feet meet at the front as you breathe in halfway. And fold, exhaling. Meet me in Tadasana. Feel the soles of the feet lifting you out of the earth. Folding through the midline of the body with your exhalation. Halfway lift, come meet me there. And plank pose coming under the shoulders. The hands land into the mat. Good. Drop the knees if you need to. Come all the way down to Mother Earth. Cobra pose. Tops of the toes pressing. Come back down into Mother Earth as we feel our body warm. Press back into child's pose. Good. Come meet me in dog pose. Walk the feet back towards the back of the hands as you breathe in. Halfway lift as you take another lovely, long, deep inhale. Folding here. Come back out to the sky. Surya Namaskars, a wonderful way to warm the body up for more active movement. Also to help settle you into your breath and to allow your nervous system to be aware. Breathe in, tops of the toes. Breathe out, dog pose. Good. Take a nice long deep breath in. Just notice the feet and see if you can keep the toes light even here. And let your breath go. Up onto the toes. Lift the belly as you bend the knees, looking between your hands. Come meet me at the front of the mat. Halfway lift once again. Folding, exhaling. Come meet me in mountain pose. Folding as you exhale. Let's go find a little bit more movement in our sequence. Halfway lift. Plank pose, exhaling. Good. Breathe in, press forward. You can either drop the knees here if you'd like to. Come down to low plank. The inhalation brings you through to up dog or cobra. Tops of the toes. Downward facing dog. Keep the toes nice and light here. Right leg to the sky. And then step through warrior one on the right side. Back foot turns 45 degrees as you lift up out of the mat with your inhale. Good. And exhale, just land. The feet are really important in our poses. This one, we've got the right foot to the front of the room, but see if you can keep the toes light and the back foot's 45 degrees behind you. The intention is more weight is landing into the outside edge. Again, the toes can still be light. Stay with me for this last breath in. And come through to warrior two, where the pulse goes off to the side of the room. Often you'll see your right knee will drop in. So just see if you can bring that and broaden it away to the side of the mat. Feel the shoulders in line with your pelvic bowl. Take a nice long deep breath in. Notice the feet. As you exhale, just soften down, even if that isn't your breath. Let's reverse the warrior here. 2 hands to the mat. Move through a vinyasa, and please know, yogis, that includes just dog pose. Inhale. Open up to bhujangasana or up dog. And the exhale, you'll meet me in dog pose. Second side, left leg to the sky. Come meet me in warrior one, left side. Breathe in, notice the feet. Bring the awareness to the pelvis and find the space and any adjustment or modification that you need in your practice this morning, including stepping the right foot a little bit more to the right side of the mat, giving the pelvis a little bit more space to land. Awesome. Stay with me for another breath in. Warrior two, just be mindful of the left knee. Bring the shoulders in line with the pelvis and allow the belly to support you here. And then reverse as you inhale. 2 hands into the mat. Move through your vinyasa, including stepping just back into dog pose. Breathe into up dog or cobra pose. Tops of the feet are active. Breathe out into downward facing dog. Let's continue through these little namaskaras, right leg to the sky. Warrior one, exhaling. Lift up out of the earth. Breathing in. And warrior two, keep the feet nice and light. Feel grounded and connected. Reverse. Vinyasa. Any variation that you need to move through, including just dog pose. Second side, left leg. Warrior one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome, yogi. Stay with me. Move through your vinyasa. Breathe into up dog or cobra pose. Tops of the feet. Breathe out dog pose. Roll over on the toes. It feels lengthen. Good. One more time on each side to the sky. So just take this in your own time, yogis. And we will meet in dog pose. Once we've done the right and the left side through these beautiful variations of namaskars, inviting warmth, movement, and settling into your practice. Dog pose, let's go find the same side. Breathing in, breathing out. On your knees. And reverse, you've got this. 2 hands to the earth. Breathe in. Feet are active as we land into dog pose. Good. Stay here for a lovely long inhale. And let the breath go. Let's go find another sequence here. Right leg to the sky. Come on through to crescent lunge on the right side. Here we keep the back foot up on the ball of the toes. And you may also need a block here. So get one handy or any kind of support that you found that will help keep you and hold you, support you in these poses. As you inhale, press into the sole of your right foot, balance on the tops of the toes and the back left foot, and come on up to crescent pose. Here we link the thumbs together above, give them a little tug so you can feel your arms, and feel broken through the armpits and the shoulders. Stay for a nice breath in. Exhaling, just come forward and be really aware of the change of weight through the feet. As you inhale, come back. Good. As you exhale, 45 degrees, so keeping the ribs hugging in. Breathe in, come back, still create a little resistance through your thumbs. Exhale, float forward. This time breathing in, come on up. Release the hands and then get a lovely extension through the upper spine. Roll the hands around and move through a vinyasa. So we're going to slowly work into growing this next little part of our practice. Inside left leg to the sky. Crescent. Breathe in. Good. Soles of the feet, length the thumbs. Exhale. Come on back. There you go. And reach, tuck the ribs in. Good. Come on back. And reach. Ribs in. Come back to neutral. Release the hands, roll them around through the arms, sockets, and move through your vinyasa, including just coming into dog pose. Long, deep breath in. Tops of the feet are still active here in cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Right leg to the sky. Good. Come on through crescent right side. Out of the earth, we press down through the soles of the feet and lift a pivot. Length the thumbs. Exhale. Good. Breathe in, come back. Lengthen. You'll feel the heel on the left foot become active. Breathe in. Lengthen. Good. Breathe in, come back neutral. Open the arms up. Warrior two. So bring the hands back up to the sky and transition into warrior two. We're reversing the warrior here and moving through another vinyasa. However you need to make this look and feel, you will do that. Feet are active. Feeling grounded. Left leg. Crescent. Good. Breathe in, come on up. Link the thumbs, feel that resistance. Float forward. Good. As you inhale, notice how this gentle movement from the waist up to the fingertips changes the experience through the soles of your feet. Good. Come on up. Open the arms up. Roll them around. Take them back up to the sky. Warrior two. And release the warrior. We're going to move through another Vinyasa yogis. That includes dog pose. So no, you can land with me if you'd like to. Up dog. Good. Downward facing dog. Continuing to build this. Right leg to the sky. Come on through crescent yogis. There are changes coming. Breathe in. Come on up. Good. Link the thumbs. Exhale. Float forward. Good. Notice the right foot. Breathe in. Come back to neutral. Good. Exhale. Float forward. Again, be aware of the right foot. Try not to let the toes imprint here. Let them be light. This time, exhale. Float forward. Bring the arms down to the sides of the body or place them underneath the chest in prayer and then move through to what we call an aeroplane pose. This is where the block can help you. There's a lot of activity occurring through the sole of your right foot, and you're asking a lot of that one limb to hold you here. Breathing. Good. Breathing. All righty. Stay for another long, deep breath in. Bend the right knee. Come into warrior two. Cartwheeling the arms up. Reverse the warrior once again. Let's go to the second side. Once we've moved through a vinyasa, including just dog pose, long, deep breath in, keep the toes active in cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg to the sky. Meet me in crescent left side. Good. Breathe in, come on up. Link the thumbs, create the resistance between the two parts of the body. Exhale, float. Notice the left foot. Good. Breathe in, come on up. Awesome. Exhale, float. Breathe in, come on up. And exhale, put hands out to the side or bring them to prayer pose. Breathe in and then come off the right foot to land into the left. So now here, bring the awareness to the right heel and press out through the heel and draw the toes towards you so you can feel that wonderful strength and support right through the leg, through to the front of the pelvic bowl. Good. You don't need to be anywhere else but here. And this is quite a difficult pose to land in, whether you're supported or not. There's a lot happening. Stay with me for another breath in. Good. Bend the left knee. Warrior two. Reverse here, yogis. Good. Let's try another vinyasa. Breath in, up dog or cobra. Press down through the toes. Awesome. Breath out, downward facing dog. One more time on each side. Right leg to the sky. Come on through, crescent. This time you may be able to just try and see if you can find aeroplane unsupported, but also know that if you need to land into your block, it is there for you. Breathe in. Good. This time we should just launch straight off into aeroplane pose. Stay here for 5. Good. For 4. 3. 2 more yogis. You've got this. Breath in. Come meet me in warrior two. Awesome. And reverse, you can feel the heat. Vinyasa. Breathe in. Dog pose. Other side to the sky. Good. Come on through. Be grounded, be connected as you lift up out of the earth. Link the thumbs together. Come with me, float forward. Good. Come on back. You've got this. Belly's engaged. Come on back. Just notice if you can find that same fluidity to transition into airplane here. 5, 4, 3. Has the heat arrived? 2. Here's the last breath in. It's fluidly transition, warrior 2. There you go. You know where you're going to. Come and meet me in dog pose. And Vinyasa. Breathe in. Awesome. And breathing out. Cool. So now we've warmed the shoulders up and we've warmed the legs up beautifully to be able to land into the beginning of another pose. Stay with me here. Just indulge me for a little bit. Bring the forearms down to the mat without moving the hands. Forearms to the mat. Good. And then bring the elbows a little in closer in towards each other so that the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders are on one lovely long line. So just starting to work into a forearm balance. You need not be anywhere else but here. And in fact, you can be here with the knees dropped as well. So there's always a place for us to land. If the knees are dropped, just press into the forearms and press into the hands and start to squeeze the arms together. Feel grounded. Feel connected to Papa Tuanuku. And then from there, you may be able to, just for a short period of time, lift the pelvic bowl up. Good. Those of you that have a little further or a little more to go, you may be able to walk the feet in towards the back of your elbows so that your shoulders and your elbows are in line. Keep pressing into the forearms and keep pressing into the hands and squeeze the upper arms together as if you're trying to force them together to hold on to something very important to you. Stay there. And now if you're comfortable knowing that this will increase immensely, take the right leg to the sky. So anywhere along this journey, this hikoi, you can stop. Those of you that can bounce up into the forearms, go do that. Alrighty. Tahi. Oh, started the counting a bit late. Rua. Toru. Fa. Rema. Breathe in. Good. 2 feet to the earth. Stay with me. Let's just do the left side. Take it straight up. Tahi. Good. Rua. Toru. Fa. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Good. Rema. 2 feet to the earth, yogis. Come on down and bring the arms around the outside of your body. You did it. You've built up the heat a little bit more here. And you may have noticed also that that connectedness to being grounded moved into your arms and your hands as well as your feet. So in our practice, often different parts of our body land, but they still give us that opportunity to be connected to being grounded, connected. Good. Alrighty. Nice long deep breath in. Oh, big long deep breath out. Let's do that one more time. Big expansive inhalation. Alrighty. Come meet me in dog pose. Right leg to the sky, yogis. Come on through crescent right side. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out, hands heart center. Good. Breathe in, get nice and long as you launch off through the back left heel. And as you exhale, take a revolt. Crescent lunge here. So again, if you've got any support that you need, there's so many different ways that we could take you through your journey. This will just give us some time. You can drop the left knee if you need to and revolve here. You can keep your left hand onto a block and revolve the right hand to the sky, still pressing out firmly through the heel of the left foot. Be grounded through the toes on the left side and sole of the foot on the right. Good. Or you can bring the hands to the heart center and take the full bind. Breathe in. Good. Let's transition around to warrior 2. And straight in with the inhale to reverse. Extended side angle. Meet me there. And again, somewhere exciting to land. Bring the right hand underneath the right thigh. The left hand comes down behind the back of the body. look down towards your front right foot. Good. And then step the left foot forward. So here's the beginning of a bind coming into standing bird. For those of you that know the pose, please feel free just to pop straight into it. I have faith that you're doing that. For those of you who are growing the pose, find something just to step the right foot up onto, and then see if you can start to revolve from the bind into a gentle twist to the left side of the body. And then from there, you just continue to grow. Come on up, move slowly. Good, and then from there, you may be able to take your right leg out. There you go. It's going to build some heat. Stay for another 2. Good, another 1. If you use the block to set up, go back to that again. Transition back with a bind if you can into extended side angle. Good, one more inhale. Here's the hardest one. Warrior 2. And reverse with me once again. Left hand to the inside of your right foot. Side plank. Breathe in, right hand to the sky. Good, as you exhale, take it to the front of the room and lift up on the under left side of the body. Breathe into the sky. Exhale, front of the room. 3 more, to the sky. Good. 2 more. Of course, you can always drop the left knee to the mat here as well. 1 more. Good. And of course, you've got to bring this arm back up to the sky and then move through a vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Into downward facing dog. Alrighty, let's go do a second side, left leg. Come on through. Breathe in, lift up out of the earth. Good exhale. Good inhale, get really active through the heel on the right side, quadriceps engaged. And then exhale, drop the knee if you'd like to revolve. Place one hand down onto the mat or onto a block to revolve. Or hold this here and tuck the right elbow on the outside of the left knee and revolve. Alrighty, long inhale. Come all the way around, warrior 2. Slowly to help support your balance. Straight into reversing with the inhalation. Exhale, come land with me, extended side angle. Let's go find the bind. Right hand down. Left hand comes in under. Good, just land here and embrace being in this bind. It's quite strong. Look down at your left toes. Step the right foot forward. Move the weight to the right foot. Get nice and light through the left toes. And then you may be able to gently and slowly come on up. Cool. Extend the left leg if that's there for you today. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Good. We need to come out the way we came in. Back into extended side angle. Alrighty, here's that one challenging inhale. Stay for it. And then exhale, whew, warrior 2. Let's reverse once again. Side plank, right hand, as you pivot onto the right foot to the inside of the left. Oops. Okay, breathe in with me here. Left hand to the sky, exhale to the front of the room, lift up on the under right side. Good, breathe in. Exhale. Alrighty, breathe in. So lengthening the whole side body on the left this time. 2 more to go. I have faith that you're with me out there. Last one. You've got to take the left hand to the sky, yogis. And then transition back down to your mat and move through your vinyasa. Big, long, deep breath in. Good. Big, long, deep breath out. Forearms to the mat. Second opportunity to move into whatever this forearm balance looks like for you. So if we can just take away balance and just use the word forearms, then that removes a little bit of a intention to be more than you need to be. Grounded through the hands. So set up your dog pose. Bring the forearms down to the mat. Quite often the elbows are wide. So just check to see if they are splaying out a little bit to the sides. If they are, bring them back in. Hug them in. And that could be enough for you this morning. And that's okay. Press down through the palms of the hands, through the forearms, squeeze the upper arms together. Walk the feet in a little bit. You guys that have got a little further in your practice, keep going to wherever that is for you safely. Left leg, 5, 4, 3, good, 2 more. One more breath in. You've got this. Just don't even think about it. Take the right leg to the sky. So opposite side. Breathe in. Good. 2, 3. Awesome. 4 more. This is the last one. 2 feet to the earth. If you've taken the forearm balance, come out of it slowly. You may have used a wall to help support you there. Come join us back onto the mat again. Bring the arms around the outside of the body in child's pose. Rest onto a block or the forehead onto the earth. Just breathe. These poses build a lot of heat and they require a lot of you. Sometimes the mind starts to get really active. And I'm always encouraging my students to try and look beyond that activity on the other side of it. So not being dismissive. The mind is a massive big organ in itself and its functions can't be stopped. But we can look beyond. So just here, if at any time you've been a little challenged and the mind's got busy, they do in these stronger poses, see if you can just jump onto the other side of that busyness. Find something to place your awareness on. For me, it's often my breath. And just stay. So normally we would have music going in our classes, or at least in my classes as well. So in this new layer of life that we're living in, we're just taking some time and we're allowing ourselves the opportunity here to enjoy being in stillness, to really invite in the silence. Long, deep breath in, yogis. Good. This time as you exhale, push back into dog pose. Come meet me there. And then gently start to walk your feet towards your hands. Come into a halfway lift. There you go. From here, again, if you have a block and you would like to use one or any kind of support that we had a korero about at the beginning of the class, then go find that. And then allow yourself this wonderful opportunity of just lengthening here. Just lengthening. Good. We've worked into our shoulders, so we're just going to curl through the spine. Tuck the tailbone towards the heart and look down between the legs. The legs can be soft. And then as you exhale with your hand on the block, just lengthen through the crown of the head. And feel the release, sounds a bit unusual, around through the sit bones here. And as you breathe in, just curl, just giving a little bit of space to the back of the shoulders here. Feel the connective tissue. Good. And then as you exhale, lengthen. And now you'll feel a little bit of activity around the sit bones and the backs of the legs. Good. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, curl. Oops. Breathe out, lengthen. Good. Stay with me here. And now from here, pop the block off to the side if you need it. Beautiful. And then just folding here, exhaling. Bring the feet a little closer together, perhaps the toes touching, and then roll on up to the sky. Good. Now bring the hands to the pelvic bowl. Bend the knees, and then just start to move the weight over to the left foot. So feel grounded here. And as when you're ready, lift the right leg up. Take it to the outside of the left shin, or tuck it behind. Notice how my pelvis is just moved when I bound fully through the legs, and then draw the outer right hip back. Good. Now, if that creates any kind of strain through your inner right knee, you're going to release the bind with the foot. From here, take the hands to the sky, and then take the right arm under and the left arm over. Be grounded, be connected, and now go find that wonderful concept called drishti. That one-pointed awareness to help maintain your stability. Go find the softness in the pose. We're going to release here. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs, take the hands to the sky, 2 feet to the earth. Fold here as you exhale and take the inside of your big toe, your peace fingers, and then bring that up. Bend. From here, you can bring the knee to the front of the room, keep it at 90 degrees. Oops, as I fall over. So that you can maintain space through the front of the pelvic bowl. Good. If you're able to, still maintaining the connection through the big toe. Lengthen that leg to the front of the room. And just hold it here. Grounded through the sole of the left foot, trying not to imprint the toes even here. Good. If you would like to open this up to the side of the room with your knee bent or left leg extended, then feel free to do that. Try and balance on the edge of the mat under yours. All right. Come on back to the center. 2 feet to the earth, 2 hands to the sky. Good. Bend the knees. Weight to the right side. Lifting the left leg up and over, and then take the bind. The hips will go to the left side, to the right side, sorry, so we need to draw the other right hip back. And you soften through the bind with the foot as you need to. 2 hands to the sky. Good. Left arm under. Find the spine through the arms. Forearms forward. Fantasy. Maybe let's really breathing in. Folding on the exhalation, grab hold of the inside of the left toes. You inhale, come on up. Good. Hold this here, or still the attachment to the left toes. Extend forward. Just hold this here. Right foot is keeping you grounded and supported, lifted. The gravity drawing you down, but also lifting up above. Keep breathing. Good. You can stay here. If you would like to, extend out to the side of the room with an extended leg or just with the knee and 90 degrees. Any higher than hip point, you may just crash into a little bit of bone here, the outside of your hip. So keep it at hip height. Good. Come on back center, 2 feet to the earth, to the sky. Fold to the earth, take hold of your right ankle, bring that right foot up, pop it onto the inside of your shin or your thigh. Find tree pose. Good. Now be really grounded through the sole of the left foot once again. See if you can stop imprinting through the toes. So this is what we use them kind of like an insurance policy. When you need to land into them, they're there. But if they're gripping for dear life already, they've got nowhere to land, yogis. Breathe. Two hands to the heart center. Place the right foot down on the earth to the sky. Second side, grab hold of the left ankle. Come on up. Breathing. Toes are light. Feeling that wonderful connection. Grounded. Supported at the same time. Last inhale. 2 hands to the heart, 2 feet to the earth. All right, breathe and come on up to the sky. Fold once again. Halfway lift is there. Bring the feet hip width apart. Find big toe pose. Peace fingers around the inside of your big toe. Lengthen the sternum. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here. And then just folding. Just for another long, deep breath in. Release on the exhalation. Come to a halfway lift, breathing in. Bring the feet really wide and come down into a yoga squat. Please remember, if you need support underneath the pelvic bowl here, you will go and find that. Pop it in underneath the buttocks. And just make this about finding ease in space. So in these poses that sometimes can challenge us, that's when we sometimes struggle to be connected and grounded. So just bring it all back to a place where you find ease and you can surrender. All right, stay for another breath in. 2 hands to the earth, come into a halfway lift, bring the feet back in underneath the pelvic bowl, and then bend the knees, lift the toes up, and place your ringaringas, your hands under your waiwai, your feet lengthen here, remembering to broaden the knees away from each other, and then as you exhale, fold. Just enjoy the beauty of being in these poses, the simplistic shape that we make, and yet the experience that we land and feel. Sometimes we miss those subtleties in life when it's so busy. You're going to release here, bring the feet to the side of the mat once again. I'm going to call a yoga squat, but some of you out there will be able to come into crow pose. Feel free to do that. I'm going to hold the space for those who need to be just here. You'll go and hold the space into whatever pose you need to land into this morning. So in your own whare, you will find that experience. Go land there and see if you can stay for the count of 5. I'll count you down. Good. For the count of 4. 3 more. You've got this, yogis. Good. 2 more. Just stay for that last long, deep breath in. Alrighty. If you for that out of your pose, you'll do that. Otherwise, just come down, bring the feet into the earth. All of us now, hands into the earth, roll the sit bones to the sky, bring the feet in together. Yay, halfway lift. Move through a Vinyasa. Dog pose. We're coming back into our forearm balance. Once again, this is your last opportunity to be wherever you need to be here. Bring the forearms down to the mat. This may be where you stay. In fact, you may be here. Start to bring that awareness into the palms of your hands and the forearms. It's really important that they are imprinting as much as you can possibly get them into your mat, and squeeze the upper arms together so you can feel that wonderful engagement that starts to land around the shoulders, right through the front of the chest. Good, the buttocks can be to the sky or the knees can be on the earth, and you're still actively feeling all of this through your arms. Beautiful. From there, the next step, stay or move with me. 1 foot in towards the back of your elbows. Take the right leg to the sky or start to bounce for 5. Good. Press and squeeze. 4. I know. 3. You've got this, yogis. 2 more. Last long deep breath in. Very slowly bring the right leg down. Hold the space for an inhale and an exhale. Set up the feet one more time. Take the left leg to the sky. You've got it. You're there. 4 more. Good. 3. 2 more. Last long deep breath in. 2 feet to the earth. Knees come down. Take child's pose. Take some really big breaths. You guys have earned them. And bring your arms around to rest your shoulders. Let the heat just release. And whatever space you held in that pose is the one where you're meant to be. Sometimes we get a little carried away with where we think we ought to be in poses. And some days we have more strength and more courage even to explore being in other places. But just where you are today is enough. and you can always grow. There's always somewhere else to land in your yoga practice. Alrighty. Come sitting up as I am here. Move into the hands and then just cross the ankles behind you. Come roll over onto your buttocks and then lay down onto your back. So hopefully you've got a block. We're just going to work through the core a little bit here. So you may have noticed there's a little bit of a theme that goes on through this class, but one of the most important things is also your core for a whole lot of different reasons, but especially when we're working into stronger poses, it's that connectivity between the extremities, being your legs and your arms. So we're just going to pop off there and find your core, land in your core. We know what your core is. Come on down. Grab your block, place it on the front of your knees, like so, on any orientation. If you have any neck or shoulder injuries, you're going to keep your head rested onto the earth. And bring your elbows to the other side of said block, or whatever else you're using. That number 8 Kiwiana fence wire alternative that you've found. Take a breath in. Good. And then just let your right leg hover above the ground. Good. Bring the right leg back up again. Let your left leg, you still got the block, bit of a challenge, huh? Come on up. Good. Right leg. Good. If your neck is starting to strain a little bit, as mine is, then you're just going to pop that down and you're still feeling these poses. Squeeze into the block so that you feel the resistance between the knee and the elbow as the opposite knee hovers above the ground. Good. Squeeze. You're going to feel the activity through the TVA. Good. Squeeze. You may be also starting to feel Uddiyana Bandha, so between the hip points. Good. And squeeze. Left leg hovers. And then bring that left leg up. Take the right leg down and now squeeze 10 times into the back of the block with your left knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's switch the knees around. I know you've got this. You've got it. Last one, last set. 10, 9, 8. Don't drop the block. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. 2 knees up. Awesome. Place this straight underneath the back of your pelvic bowl. Supported bridge pose. All of the front of your body, the front line of your body, is having this wonderful opportunity to extend after we have been working through there into the core. So you can stay here, yogis, and here's a beautiful place to stay. Or you may wish to start to grow, rolling the shoulders in underneath, pressing into the soles of the feet, and coming up into bridge pose. Again, you're going to hold the space and land the pose that you need to be in your practice today. You can stay here in bridge pose, or you may wish to grow into wheel. If that isn't your practice, please know to bring the hands to each side of the head. Good. Elbows are hugging in close as they were in the forearm balance we were in earlier. And then press into the palms of the hands as you lift up the bandhas and the belly on to the crown of the head. Just hold there for a little while, reposition shoulder blades down into the back of the body, hug these puppies in together, and then push into your ringa-ringas and lift up into full bow. Bridge, wheel, that one. Alrighty, this is what I love about live streaming. It's live. Keep breathing. You're going to stay here for another 5 of your own breaths. Feel the breath. Be aware of it. Let it create buoyancy in your pose so that you have that grounded connection through either your shoulders, your hands, and the soles of your feet, depending on whether you're in bridge or wheel. And feel that buoyancy of the breath lifting the rest of the body above. So still feeling grounded and supported, but still feeling light. Good. When you're ready to come down out of bridge or wheel, very slowly come on down. And please do know, yogis, you will always able to use your block. All right, we're going to do that one more time. Be brave, be courageous. Breathe in, come on up. There you go. Bridge pose for a wonderful place to land, to feel, to start to grow above. And then be grounded and connected. Press, be buoyant and light, and lift up into your bridge pose or into your wheel. Can you stay for 5 breaths? The hardest thing to do sometimes is to stay. Just stay. See if you can go just a little bit beyond that place where you're like, toys out of the cot, I'm done. Can you just stay just one more breath longer on the other side and see what's there? See what's hanging on the other side for you. Come on down when you're ready. If you're not there already, good. So the feet should still be hip width apart. Keep them there. Just bring the knees together and get really big with the breath. Ha! Into the belly. Feel the expansion right through into the back body. Beautiful, yogis. You're just going to stay there breathing for a few more. All right, there you go. Gather the knees into the chest. You have a choice here of ripping through another vinyasa. So if your body is asking you for a little bit more movement, go rock through a vinyasa. Otherwise, just come sitting up on buttocks, cross the ankles, roll into your hands, and step back into dog pose. Stay with me as you take the right leg to the sky, bring the heel into the buttock, peel the hip open. Go get nice and grounded through the heel of the left foot. Feel the toes light, so they're not imprinting here. You're keeping them light, and you're feeling the front of your shin and ankle on the left side. Really active here. Stay, and I love staying in three-legged dog, or flip your dog, so a little bit more extension through the spine. Breathe. Get really active through the sole of the left foot here, and supporting above the earth with the right. One more breath in. Eka Pararaja Kapotasana, half pigeon, right side. Stay in your hands. Support yourself with whatever you need underneath your outer right thigh. Good. Just check out what's happening on the left side here. You may need to just tuck the toes and just gently internally rotate the left knee inward a little bit more. You'll feel that little adjustment through your hip flexor. Stay here with me. I know. Just indulge me. We normally would come down into sleeping pigeon, but today we're just going to stay up. We're going to be different. So from here, you may wish to come into a whole different range of opportunities to grow beyond here. One of those could be just to bend the left knee, take hold of the outside of the left ankle, grow your pose, lifting up. Now you may need support here, and if you do, please go and get it. Some of you may be able to come into swan pose, and if that's in your practice, go find it. I'm going to hold this space here. Or gently release. Let the back leg just go gently. Come back into pigeon pose. Eka Pararaja Kapotasana. Stay here. Or just for 5 breaths, if it's in your practice, you may wish to come over and join me into double pigeon. If you need any support at all with blocks, please go and get that. Be really aware that your toes need to be going to each one of your knees. My hips are a little tight this morning, so I'm not getting as much as I would normally do, but I'm okay with this. So this is the shape that my body is taking me into today, and I'm going to be accepting of that. Some of you may be able to go a little deeper and even fold forward. So feel free to do that. And we just breathe space into the body. And with patience and time, see what evolves out of that experience for you. Okay, here comes your get out of jail free card. Take a breath in wherever you are. And if you are in double pigeon, roll over onto your back, straw the knees into the chest and roll from side to side. If you are still in pigeon pose, then tuck the left toes and pop back into dog pose. We're going to meet you there. Those of you that are on your back, cross the ankles, come forward, and jump back through a vinyasa if you did, or just into dog pose. We've got the left side to go. Heel into the buttock. Peel the hip open. Good. Right leg. Get it really active. Lift the toes. Feel the shin and the ankle supporting you here. Feel the quadricep helping to support the hamstring. Cool. Stay. This is a beautiful place to stay. We'll flip. Come on over. Active through the feet. Free and fluid through the breath. Good. Supported with everything that's touching the earth. These three parts just now. Breathe in. Half pigeon. Left side. Come on over. We're just going to be here for a little while. So indulge me once again. Stay in the hands. Check the back right leg. Good. Transition as and when you're ready to wherever you landed on the right side. Hold that space for yourself to experience your yoga. Good. As and when you're ready, you're staying. Well, you're coming through to find double. See what's on offer here for you this morning. Yogis, it's just about time for us to find that wonderful place to encourage ourselves to drop deeper into our PNS, parasympathetic nervous system, to embrace the integration of our practice into our bodies. To hold a safe space for ourselves to rest in. But just when you're ready, come on over to your back. Find a supine twist. Some of you may have a twist that you favour that's cooling your body. Go find that. Otherwise, just to the right side, looking to the left. As and when, yogis, come on back centre and then go pop off to the other side. Good. And then from here, come on back centre. Come lay down into your Shavasana. If you feel that you need some support through the back of your knees, go find that. Through the back of your head, or indeed a blanket to lay over the top of you. If you feel that you would like to come into a seated position for your Shavasana in a meditative pose, come and join me here. I'm going to leave you, yogis, to enjoy your Shavasana in every possible way that you can. Take as much time. Take the breath in through the body. Allow that to make you feel grounded and connected, really dropping down. Let gravity draw you down into your mat with every exhalation. Knowing that you have moved, that you have breathed through your practice, finding joy, finding space, also finding challenges. They all exist in our practice. We're just finding that snuggly place for ourselves to land into for our deepest opportunity of Shavasana. Breathing our way to that place. It's been my pleasure to spend your morning with you and your little buddy. Go be amazing in the world, and we'll see you all again another day. Namaste. You can end that, Richard.